My name is Angelica Diaz. I'm a senior at Dominican University in River Forest, Illinois. My major is communications with a focus in film. I'm just a huge movie buff. I've probably been one since I was a kid. Cinderella is my favorite fairy tale, and it's probably my favorite Disney cartoon. I feel very cheesy saying that. But I think I always felt I could connect with her because I was quiet, I was shy. People told me things, I did it, I didn't argue, I didn't fight. So I guess maybe one day I always thought that I would kind of have that happily ever after. By the time I went to high school, I really just kind of shut down. And so throughout high school, I was very dark. I was very depressed all the time. I know I used to wake up in the morning and think to myself, I don't know what's the point anymore. When I was in college, my freshman year, I was walking through the hallway and I saw a poster for Crew, and it was advertising for their short film festival. And I love movies, so I was like, oh, well, I'm definitely gonna go to this. And so I went to the short film festival. I had no clue. I didn't know what Campus Crusade was. I had no idea what they were about. I had no idea that this was involving God or religion in any way. And the film they showed was La Búsqueda. Ugh, that movie had me crying by the end of the showing. The character in the movie, she's not in a good place in her life. She's very depressed, she's very melancholy, and she has a void that she keeps trying to fill with other things or other people. And that really resonated with me because I felt like that's where I was in high school. I was just so empty inside. Her father keeps trying to reach out to her, and so he has a string of yarn that he's slowly feeding to her, and he's kind of pulling her toward him. And I remembered that moment while I was sitting there watching the movie, because I was like, that was kind of like God feeding information to me, feeding something to me, and bringing me closer to Him. And the fact that I just showed up at this film festival that was sponsored by a Christian club, like that was a pretty major reach out. So I really connected with that movie, and we went through the Knowing God Personally book, and it was just for the first time ever, all of it just kind of made sense to me. And it was like, I felt like in Cinderella, when the godmother comes to her and she's like, bippity boppity boo. It was like my little bippity boppity boo moment, like everything just made sense. I made that commitment, and I said, that's what I want. Because I realized that that void in my life, I had been searching for God's love. And when I learned about God, everything was just peaceful. If it had been a different event, I probably would not have gone. I think if they didn't choose to have the film festival on this campus, I may have never been involved with Crew. I don't know what would have happened with my spiritual journey. You attract different people and different audiences with that type of event. And again, it's a different way to speak to people. It's a different way to connect. I think sometimes the best way we connect is without words. They see these movies and they think, this is exactly what I've been going through, or this is similar. I really want to talk to somebody about this. And that's what resonated with me when I watched those films, was what they could say without saying anything.